now, when we think about that, what could that be talking about?
I'm absolutely sure. I'm absolutely positively sure that ain't talking about no missile.
I know exactly what they want. I know exactly what they want. Just be patient. My name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for me. Name is my name, power and glory, I never change. Stand on loyalty, remain the same. Say what you mean, speak on my name, you go to war with me. We move the same, you think that it's for me. Running the game, kicking the door with me. All through the pain, the snow, the rain, the ups and downs. My name did more for my name is my name.
Here, because you have the different nations, the different alliances. So if America is joining on the war with China in Spain, China and Brazil and Russia and South America or South Africa, well, it's eventually just going to come to us. Now we got to be able to get prepared. A lot of us don't really want to go to the military. A lot of us don't want to join the Marines or the Army, but we want to make sure our families, our wives, our children are safe. So how do we do that? Let me get that.
Come. Whoso keepeth the commandment,
So if we keep the commandment, go ahead.
shall feel no evil thing.
Right. So we shall feel no evil things. Psalm 91 and verse 10. So one of the evil things is the missiles, the nuclear destruction. And that's one of the things that I know I don't want to see, flying in the sky, a pillar of fire just coming down. It's like, you can't outrun that. So how do you get prepared for it? Let me get that.
Psalm chapter 91 verse 7.
Bring it up.
1,000 shall fall at thy side.
So there's going to be a time where these missiles come to America, but 1,000 missiles.
How do you get that to me? Listen, the Bible was written a long time ago.
Right.
I read the Bible like 7 times. Right, so I'm full of knowledge of that. But how do you get that to me? Listen.
Right, I got you. So read that again. 1,000 shall fall. Go ahead.
Come. 1,000 shall fall at thy side,
Right.
and 10,000 at thy right hand.
Right.
But it shall not come nigh thee.
So now, when we think about that, what could that be talking about?
That ain't
1,000.
talking about no missile. That ain't talking, I'm absolutely sure.
Let's go
I'm absolutely positively sure. That ain't talking about no missile.
Revelation 6 and 14 talks about the missiles now.
Oh, God. Yeah.
We can
So,
take it to mean anything, but it's not
select.
talking directly about no missile. The Bible is a long time.
Get that Isaiah
There's no missile
28.
in the
Actually,
biblical time.
So Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 9 tells us how we read the Bible. The Bible, it says you have to read precept upon precept and grab what Ben said, Revelation. So you have to read precept upon precept, precept upon precept, line upon line. So there's going to be scriptures.
Revelation
Right.
6 and
We're talking
14.
as two
Right.
people have read the Bible, very knowledgeable.
Right.
So I was saying, how did you take that to mean missile? You didn't say anything. Right. You know what I mean? People have fallen my way, sir. I'm from 83 Waltham Park Road.
You said what?
I'm from 83 Waltham Park Road, Kingston, Illinois. Watch everybody when we grew up with shot and dead. Them fall at my side, right? No missile kill them. Gun kill them.
Right.
Drugs kill people. A lot of things kill people that wasn't a missile.
Right.
But you are right in your intellect to say that the Bible means that we read a precept. But the precept could be drugs, could be bad mind, could be jealousy, right? Could be many things except a missile. But playing on missile and fear is the same thing people do with COVID. And it's not in the wisdom of the Bible, to be honest, right? It's not not in the spirituality, it's not in what the Bible manifests. The Bible speaks of one being in its entirety throughout, and it's patience. Right. And patience is having knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of a given process, thing, or person, definition. And so in my wisdom and my understanding, I can take what you're saying and decipher it. But not many people have this, right? And we cannot act from a place of ignorance. And just by missile, I might live on this earth and dead, and the American that a missile might ever come here. Because everybody have a stake in America. America is Jamaica, Russia, America is China. America is not a country, it's a factory. We come here to get money.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So everywhere else in this world might destroy except this place. Because we all have a stake here. Every person. So nothing is coming here.
So,
right?
quick,
I don't believe
let's
that
pause
one.
there.
I don't believe that one.
Let's pause there, because there's the scripture. Let's get the scripture real quick.
All right, we got 2%. I got 2%.
So he's got something. So this is going to help us understand America is not going to be here forever.
I'm curious. That's why I started.
Come on, let
I'm
me.
always
We can start Revelation 6 and 14 first.
Real quick, what's your name, brother?
David Brown.
David Brown. Good to meet you, brother.
Good to
My name
meet
is
you
Nicole.
too.
David Brown. Go ahead, read this.
This book of 2 Peter chapter 3 verse 10.
Bring it out.
But the day of the Most High will come as the thief in the night.
Right. So there's going to be, we never really know when the Most High is going to send his son back. Because that's going to be a day of death, wrath, and destruction. Now, what we're doing right now is we're getting prepared. We have to get prepared because there's nothing else out there. It's only going to be destruction. Because right now, this is a grace period. A grace period for us to get right. You know, if you missed your payment on the FPL bill, you have 30 days maybe to get right, to pay it back. And if not, the power is going to be cut off. Now, the same thing with the Most High. We have a grace period to get right with him. Keep his commandments. If we don't, then we're going to feel his wrath. Now, we're going to feel his wrath through his son. Go ahead, read what you got.
It says, but the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night.
Right.
And the witch of the heaven shall pass away with great noise. And the elements.
Now, one of the things, great noise. What's something that could break the sound barrier? Something that moves fast. Right. Missiles, let's say airplanes, but it has to be something that's extremely loud enough to where people that's either in Florida, South Carolina, they could hear it. It has to break that noise barrier. Go ahead.
And the elements.
And the elements, go ahead.
Shall melt with fervent heat.
Right, the elements, let's say you have Captain Planet. You have Earth, rock, well, Earth. The elements that we see right here is going to melt.
Has missiles ever been fired before in history?
Yes.
Like in Japan, in other places.
Right.
So these things has happened already.
So like, just so I can add on to what he's saying. In Revelations, when you read the scripture, right? It says that the heavens shall depart like a scroll.
Right. Oh yeah.
When a missile hit, what happens after the missile explodes?
Right.
The cloud go up and it start moving like a scroll.
Yeah.
Like a mushroom cloud, right? That's what it's describing in Revelation, the 6th chapter.
What I was asking, has this happened before? Has this happened already in history?
No, this is right here. This is prophecy. So this is
prophecy. Has a missile fired already? And has these things happened before?
Yes, exactly. So these things have happened before, and the thing about the scriptures is it's surprisingly it's things that's happened before, but it's also things that's going to happen in the future. Because if they happened before, we can get an understanding and prepare for what's going to be in the future. So when we have that scroll that goes up like a mushroom cloud, goes down, explodes, goes up, disperses.
How do you presume we prepared for it? So get to that part. Because my only thing in terms of preparing, you know, my thing is let's become the president,
right?
And let's change it. That is my vision of this thing.
I see.
Sitting on the street and talking about this and waiting for random people to come and pass with no power.
Right.
There's no power in this.
Right.
There's power in getting money and getting in political things and with your knowledge and your insight. And that is why they come and start Scientology. That is why they come and they're in the Roman Catholic Church.
Right.
They get power, and with the power that they have on this earth, then they enforce. But for me to stay on the street and then say, oh, and let's prepare, while somebody else has full control, for me that is not patience.
Oh, it's not? Okay.
It's not.
Two things for you. So, Deuteronomy, I believe that's 17:17. So, to your point, you're saying, how do we, repeat that question one more time, how do we prepare for something that's going to come when we don't necessarily have power? Because the power comes from the presidents, comes from the people that have money, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, so that's a beautiful question, because the things that we're seeing right now, the world is getting worse and worse and worse. But you got to ask the question, why is it getting worse and worse and worse? Behind the scenes, a lot of us are waking up, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're waking up, and that's a sign of us just not buying on the Friday, not buying on Saturday. Just that one thing alone could disrupt all the money pool, all the market of, let's say, Samsung, Android, Apple, of all these companies, just from not buying on one day. Now imagine if we boycott holidays, Christmas, 4th of July, Memorial Day. If we boycott all these things, now we go back to keeping our own laws. Right. Now the Most High God is like, you know what? Dang, these guys are waking up. They're doing a mighty work. Now if he sees that, he's gonna, what is it? We are cursed. So one of the things right here, if we look here and here, we experience these curses. We're at the bottom of society right now, only because we disobeyed God. In order for us to get to the top of society, we got to go back to obeying God. Now, I believe that's Psalms 147 and 19. 148, 147, 19.
Disobeyed God. I don't know if I agree with that one.
I got you.
I don't know if I agree with that one. I think the reason why we're at the bottom of society is because I think people have weaponized God, and we are more spiritual beings, and that is why you're here talking in spirit, and that's why you guys are here, because we as black people are the most spiritual, and so they have weaponized spirituality. That's why you go to the church, the black people are more into church and everything, and but the doctrine that is being spoke is one that speaks to fear. That's like when you're talking about missiles. Fear theology gets people to act in certain ways. And because we are so spiritual, we gravitate towards these things, right? Versus other things. So when you hear other people speak of spirituality, like, you know, some of it, the one that is fear, knocks people into that one. And they act on fear. So they say, you can't go to heaven if you're rich. That's a bullshit. I make a lot of money and I want to make more money. You know why? Because when good people have money, they do good things. And bad people have bad money. So I want to be very rich. All my friends are rich. And they do very good things. And some of them don't even drink alcohol. You know what I mean? They be giving money to Africa, feeding people, taking care. I just moved my mom. I said, Mom moves with nothing, and I buy everything. Right. You know what I'm saying? You take care of things, right? So I'm saying, we are not at the bottom of society because we did wrong by God. That's not my belief. I believe it's because we what we're reading there is not what happened. We have to also, because this was translated by King James, they went to Africa and they saw that these people were so spiritually inclined and close to God. They said the only thing, this is historical book. When I read the Bible, I read 6 different versions of the Bible, but I also read it in a history book, what happened during that time. Right. And somebody came to Africa and they saw these black people so aligned to God. The only thing, and this is written, the only thing that you could do to these people is affect their spirituality. Because them so aligned to God. Everything I do in this life is aligned to God. Me personally.
Right. Real quick.
Yeah.
Now, to your point. Now, we just saw 2 men that walked down the street holding hands. 2 men.
Yeah.
Now, I believe they look like so-called black men. Now, they were holding hands. You can assume that they're gay. Now, when we say that we're naturally inclined to God, Genesis 8:21.
We have no time to waste time with this.
Right.
There are black people who are gay.
Right.
Yeah,
now, we can't say they're all
gay.
naturally inclined to God. Now,
Of course,
to your point, hold that.
Stop them from believing God and naturally. You know, people are lying to God and shoot people. I'm going to the army and say, I'm believing God, I'm going to shoot people in the name of God. Right? David led an army. Right. God said don't kill, and they still kill in the name of God. No.
God never said don't kill. God, if you read Joshua, God, that whole book is a book of conquest, book of wars, a book where our nation, our family went from this land killing. I believe it was 70 something kings, 70 something countries.
Time, God never said after Old Testament not to kill.
No. Now, if you let's think about this. Exodus chapter, I believe it's 2, and I want to get to your point real quick. Let's get Deuteronomy 17:15. To your point on voting, we have to have power. So 2 things: we have to have power, but the one thing that gives us power is the Most High God. Let me get that.
The book of Deuteronomy 17 and verse 15.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt in any wise set him king over thee.
Right. So what we shouldn't be doing at all, we shouldn't be voting. We shouldn't be setting another nation as kings over us, because we have laws, statutes, commandments. We have a way to live our own lives. Now, the Most High God gives us these instructions for us to have a successful life. But if we go against it, that's where we experience this. That's where let me get selected. Bars of Deuteronomy 28:15.
Let me stop there again. But the white person does it, the Indian person does it. So why is it that you're saying we are at the bottom? Because, but again, it goes into the doctrine of fear that you have to do. In fact, Job did nothing wrong. Job did nothing wrong. What did Job do wrong? He did nothing wrong. How can a wickedness happen to you? In my own life, I've done so much right and things have happened to me. You know what I mean? I've been going to church since I was when I baptized since I was when, and a lot of things happened to me. Right. What I must say is now, in this life that I'm living now, I must say all that things that happened to me. Because maybe if God gave me the money I had now, but then I might be not handling.
Right.
Maybe if he gave me the woman back then, I would have mishandled.
Right.
So some things happen to mature, just like wine takes time to grow. So I do not agree that it's because of something wide. Slave not because a black brother sell an ex-black brother.
Are you sure?
It's a black guy sold another black.
Hold that thought.
Slavery
Hold that thought.
existed before us race. They were slavery in the white race.
Are you?
This is not,
Hold up. Hold that thought. Hold that thought.
This is the
You
real
believe in
thing.
God, right? Hold up. You
This
believe
is
in
the
God,
real
right?
thing. This is not
Right.
thing documented in the
Right.
Bible.
No, it's
This
documented.
is the real thing.
Yes.
History exists in the real.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they
So
were
that's the
the
thing.
Vikings existed. Show me the Vikings in the Bible.
I hope so.
No, we're going over our people. The Vikings aren't our people. We got to focus on us, because the only way, if we focus on the Vikings,
But
we're
here
just going to see them and their
what we have
cultures
to
and
do.
their
We have to go read the Ethiopian Bible and one of these other Bibles that I read. We cannot read the King James Version. If that's the case. There are
No,
many
so
books
then,
missing from
then
this.
we would have to go to the
No, I'm
1611
saying
Bible,
the
right?
A lot of books are missing.
Then,
A lot of books are missing from this Bible.
from this Bible,
Which
we got the
Bible?
Apocrypha.
I don't know. Right? So, but history is history, fam. You can't deny that. Black people.
It's history, right?
I'm Ghanaian by ancestry. Somebody sell me. I don't know one white man, fam. There's no white man that can come. The only weakness for a black man is a black woman. No white man, no white man can come right now and tell me.
Hold on, brother. Hold on.
Babylon
So this is a history book. So the thing is, what you're saying.
No
This
white
Bible
man
is
can
history.
come. Which white man can come
This is
right here
history.
so now and tell we if you do something?
Right,
Which
no.
white man? So which white man will come to Africa and
Right.
tell me it's a black man sell me from?
Yes, but that's not our people.
I'm a maroon. Black people, black maroons
Right.
sent back other slaves. I'm a maroon by history, Jamaica. Sent back other slaves to the plantation. No white man could come. We had more black people than white people. Or the white man, the black man sent back the
So,
other people. In.
With that thought, that's a great thought. Now,
And this is real.
focus,
This is
focus
no-
here, focus here. Go ahead, two precepts.
This is Babylon Timbuktu, page 60, page 84.
Come on, bring it out.
It says, in the year 65 BC, the Roman armies under General Pompey captured Jerusalem. In 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son, Titus,
Right.
put an end to the Jewish state.
Right. So our nation was put at a. We have. How would you explain that? Go ahead, you explain
So basically, going into the history of what happened, because in the Bible, it's prophesied that Jerusalem going to be thrown out by the Gentiles, by the Romans. So here's the actual history to prove what the Bible's actually saying about.
Hold on there.
This is-
You know about the Moors?
Yes.
Yeah, what year did the
Those
Moors
are our
exist?
people.
What year did the Moors exist?
it. Can say.
You can't say. But let me find out about that. Because if the
Hold on,
Moors go
hold
and
on,
teach
hold on.
people
But
for
hold
period-
up. We can't bring in the Moors. We got to focus on the
This
history.
is way before
Because this
the
is
Moors.
still
This is
history.
Basically, but
Yeah,
this is
this
way
is still
before them, though. So,
It says 70 AD.
yeah, in 70 AD, General Vespasian and his son Titus put an end to the Jewish state with great slaughter.
Right.
During the period of the military governors of Palestine, many outrages and atrocities were committed against the residue of the people. During the period from Pompey to Julius,
Right.
it has been estimated that over 1 million Jews fled into Africa,
Right.
fleeing Roman persecution.
So this is going
And
into what you're talking
slavery.
about, the white man. So the white man is a part of us being over here. Them selling us into slavery are well, Africans selling us into slavery, because Africans aren't our people. Think about this. Would your people, just for money, just for a come up, be like, you know what? I mean, I need my pockets to be right. They wouldn't do that. You wouldn't sell your brother, you wouldn't sell anyone in your family just for a little bit of come up. That's not our people.
Slavery as we know it is the other day,
It's the other day.
not 70 AD. We were free. My people were free the other day.
Just the other day.
Yes. You know,
Just like
so
100 years ago?
Slavery has been historic. Where I go, I capture your village. You know, it's historic. It's happening from time. Slavery, as we know it, that led to this, that led to what we have now,
Right.
is recent.
Now I can understand
I
that.
have many African friends. I can see. They were never slaves. Most of them were never slaves, fam.
Africans, right?
Most of them were never slaves, fam.
Right, Africans.
And they don't have a slave mentality, fam. It's a difference. When you come over in Africa, in America, you can see the difference in the mindset, fam.
Right.
This versus the Caribbean. My family ran away. So as they reached, they ran away. So I think a little different. I'm cultured a little different.
Right, now
versus most black Americans.
You're
And it's
talking
a
about
fact.
two different nations.
So I'm saying not everybody was a
That's like
slave.
comparing.
Not everybody was a slave.
I agree.
Not everybody was a slave.
Psalms
Not every
140.
black people was
This
slaves.
is Book of Psalm, chapter 147, verse 19.
Bring it out.
Y'all had something to say. Because it's kind of hard for me to comprehend what these brothers saying, right? What are you saying? You saying that we African? Is that what you're saying? So,
Well, we all African.
we all African,
We all
right?
African.
So, okay, if we are African, right? How long we been in America?
I don't know. Sir.
Okay,
You have to explain
okay.
that to me.
We've
I'm
been
not
over here
American.
we've been here for 400 years. How come the African never come and trying to save us?
Right. I mean, how the African.
Yes, how come they never come and trying to save us? The Ethiopians, none of them come and save us. Watch that.
The same reason.
Hey yo, my rhymes like the book of Psalms written with a biggie flow. Life after death, I'm starting to think that I've been here before. All these colors on this Coogee sweater just like Joseph Cole. Cursing symbolical shit, I'm a walking miracle. I be prayed up cause my ops not physical. But devil get up on me, what you think I keep this pistol for? Wrestling with the flesh off the ropes, Rey Mysterio. Feeling just like Jacob with the angel and the figure 4. Leg lock, headshot, either that or jail block. Made me question life like